So Tony Ferguson will be fighting Paddy Pimblett this weekend at UFC 296, and the betting odds are definitely not anywhere near Tony Ferguson's favour. Understandably, he's on a six-fight losing streak. He took that hellacious beating from Justin Gaethje, got mauled by Charles Oliveira, got ragdolled by Benil Dariush, got front kick KO'd by Michael Chandler, got choked out by Nate Diaz, and got fucking choked out cold by Bobby Green. So it has not been a good time to be a Tony Ferguson fan. You know, we've been going through it. It has not been good for us. But one thing I will say, this has got to be the biggest step down for Tony Ferguson. Like, when you look at the guys he's fought, all absolute killers. Bobby Green, experienced veteran. I would say Paddy Pimblett's a step down from Bobby Green. I'm confident in saying that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Paddy Pimblett's better at this point in time, but I don't believe so. I do think I think Bobby Green is better than Paddy Pimblett at this point. Uh, but I am picking Paddy Pimblett. But there is a really good shot for Tony Ferguson to win this on the feet. Paddy Pimblett, I hear a lot of people talk about Paddy Pimblett's got a crazy chin. Like, damn, look how crazy his chin is. What hard hitters has he actually fought? Like, honestly, he hasn't fought any hard hitters. Jared Gordon, I see people saying, shit, look, Paddy's got a really good chin. Do you see the shots he took from Jared Gordon? Yes, it's Jared fucking Gordon. Jared Gordon isn't a hard hitter unless you're 45-year-old Mark Madsen who gets buckled by Grant Dawson. Like, honestly, he's he's not really, like, his chin isn't that good. People overrate Paddy Pimblett's chin. We've seen him get rocked in some of his Cage Warriors fight. It was a fight where he won by a doctor stoppage against Stephen Martin. He was getting dropped he was getting battered in that fight. He got dropped. He got ragdolled as well on the ground. Obviously, you can improve, but his chin isn't as good as people make it out to be. People act like Paddy Pimblett's Max Holloway. He just has bad defense. I'm not saying he has a bad chin, but like, people act like he has a literal Max Holloway type chin. We've seen Paddy Pimblett get dropped multiple times in his career. We've seen him get rocked with big shots. Tony Ferguson's a better striker than Paddy Pimblett, in my opinion. At this point in time, I mean, this current Tony. This current Tony. The one thing he still does have is power in his hands. We've seen him drop Michael Chandler. And I would say Michael Chandler, obviously, better than Paddy Pimblett, but maybe not as durable. Michael Chandler's chin is a bit sus at times, but we've seen him drop Bobby Green as well. He dropped Bobby Green. The one thing you can say about Tony Ferguson is he has success on the feet. I think he's old now that, he's not as strong, so it's a bit harder for him to have success grappling. But on the feet, he still hurts people, he still rocks people, he still has success. It's something you gotta give respect to Tony for at this point in his career. No, he's not the same fighter anymore. No, he's not a championship elite level fighter anymore. That much is obvious. But he still has some crack in his punches, some pop in his punches. He can still crack. And I could see him. Sorry, I had something stuck in my teeth. I could see Tony Ferguson cracking Paddy Pimblett on the feet. Another way he can win this fight is not just cracking Paddy Pimblett on the feet, is just being a dog in that fight. Paddy Pimblett's takedowns aren't that good. Honestly, he doesn't have a great takedown game. He's not that strong physically. It's weird to say, but his takedowns, the only way he really gets takedowns is from his hip toss, because he trains, I think at a judo gym or something. I think someone he trains with is judo based. That's why he has a lot of judo trips and hip tosses for his takedowns. He's good at them, but it's going to be a lot harder than just simply taking Tony Ferguson down. Maybe Tony Ferguson's so shot he can just get taken down with a single leg or a double leg from Paddy Pimblett. But who knows, if he goes in there and Paddy Pimblett's entries for singles and doubles aren't that good, he can get caught in a DAS. It wouldn't surprise me if he got caught in a submission. But also, if this is at a high pace, Tony Ferguson has the cardio to win this. He fights with a lot of pushing front kicks. I could see him landing a lot of these on Paddy Pimblett's stomach. and I could see him gassing him out a little bit, and then maybe in the third round he rallies back, gets a really big comeback victory, just beats up Paddy Pimblett on the feet. I think he's so much better in the striking. Maybe I'm jinxed it. Maybe Paddy Pimblett's going to go in there and knock him out cold. That is a possibility. I wouldn't surprise me. But I have my doubts. I really do have my doubts. Anyway, like I've said, I am going with Paddy Pimblett in this fight. As much as I really do want to go with Tony Ferguson here, I'm still going to be going with Paddy Pimblett. But there is a good chance, there is a good shot it's Tony Ferguson to pull off this upset. I would say, obviously, I'm not going to tell people to go and bet on Tony Ferguson at this point in his career, because every fight he seems to just look worse. But I do think this is a step down in competition. I do think Paddy Pimblett is chinnable. I think this, stylistically, this is a fight he could win, but obviously I'm still going to go with Paddy Pimblett. But there is a good shot. Like, Tony Ferguson has a shot in this fight. People are writing him off. You could, like, I don't know. I've got a weird feeling this is the fight where Tony Ferguson somehow, like, Hail Mary subs him in the third round. But I don't want to fucking convince myself, and then Tony Ferguson goes out there and gets fucking mollywopped by Paddy Pimblett. But it should be a fun fight. Obviously, Ian Gary's out of the fight now, so the press conference might not be as entertaining. But hopefully we get a back and forth with Paddy Pimblett and Colby. You know, he's talked a bit of smack about him. Paddy Pimblett and Tony Ferguson, hopefully there's some trash talk there. That would be cool to see. But yeah, it should be a good time at least. It should be fun. But anyway, yeah, there is a shot here. Tony Ferguson has a shot. This isn't as one-sided as people are making it out to be, in my opinion. Especially watching the tape. Even though Tony is washed to pieces, he still has a shot, like a genuine shot here. This isn't a mismatch, in my opinion. You know, honestly, if it goes to decision, I feel like it'll be a 29-28. Like, I'm that convinced that Tony can't just go out there and dominate Tony Ferguson. He isn't that level, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Paddy Pimblett's leveled up with his time off, but I have my doubts. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video. I see a lot of people watch this video the whole way through, but they don't leave a like, you know. Come on, leave a like. I like positive feedback. And, you know, subscribe as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.